So here we are at the back of the bungalow, and this is something I've been thinking about for at least a year, probably longer. And this morning I woke up and thought, time to start it. I've been debating on what project to start next that would be high priority, and I've been kind of flip-flopping between different ones, and this morning I decided this is the one that makes the most sense. So what it is we have a part of a roof or canopy over the deck, and it's nice. It is really nice. You get some hot sun. It's great to be underneath there. On days when it's really cloudy, like today, it doesn't really matter. But my goal is to cover the full porch. The porch is taking a beating, the parts that are not covered, and it's only a matter of time. Even though it's treated lumber, it's a matter of time that some of these will need to be replaced. And I'll show you. We'll walk up there. So my goal is, if I'm going to do all this, a couple things. One, I don't want the stairs coming off there, because that's going to be where the overhang is, and I don't want, it's a pain when snow gets on them, cleaning them off. It gets dangerous. So why not move them to this corner and come off this way? Because remember that's all going to be gone. And if we're doing this, well then why not have a lower patio, stone patio right here? The tree may not get the sun, may have to, that might be a goner. Or maybe we only go that far. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how far we're going to go. We'll have to discuss that. And there are some concerns here, not concerns necessarily, but challenges, and that is we're going to be tapping into an asphalt roof for now. Eventually it's going to be metal, but for now it's going to be asphalt. And so what's that edge like? I mean, are we going to run into a situation where that edge is bad? Because if it is, it's got to be changed or fixed. We're going to be taking that down. So that's a nice roof. I don't want to waste that. So my thought is, take that down, be gentle with it, and then that may work right over there for protecting the cellar door or cellar entrance. So that's one challenge. As far as the eaves trough, I don't like them anyways. This project is going to lead to another one, which will eliminate all the eaves trough on this house, is my goal. So follow us if you want to see how that's going to happen, because I'm fairly confident of that one too. Okay, so the first task is get some music, get my tools, get a ladder, and start taking down the eaves trough right here and see where it splices. If it doesn't, I'll be cutting it. Whether I can reuse that metal, hopefully, but it's not going to be eaves trough. I'm very sure of that. And then how are we going to do the corner? That's, there's some questions there, but we're going to figure this out as we go. Pretty much every project you run into something, maybe every project, you run into something that's unpredicted. You just didn't see it coming, and it's time to get creative and come up with new solutions. So that might happen here. Okay, let's see what we have to deal with. Let's see how this roof comes apart. Let's see how we take the eaves trough down, and then we have to tie into this roof, and that's going to be very, very important. And then the other thing that's going to be important is I want supports coming down into the siding, and this is one of the things that has been bothering me for quite a while, and then I do feel like I have a solution now, and that is there's a space in between this aluminum and the wood. So I don't want my supports coming down and pushing this in. That's not going to look good. So I have some ideas for that too. I have a couple ideas, and I think my most recent one is the best one, which we'll probably be going with. So that's going to be some TLC. I mean, it's going to be some patience, but it's doable. I'm very confident that it's doable now. It's going to add a lot to this deck. It's going to basically save the deck. I don't really want to rebuild this. I didn't build it in the first place, but I don't want to redo it. And you can see the weather is taking a toll on it. You know, how many more years can it take this? I'm quite sure it's treated lumber, but you know, it's not impervious to major issues. So now we're going to need supports out here. Now we do have supports here that go ideally into the ground and are good. Now we have stone and we have other ideas, but I don't see any, like the deck is not compromised yet. Yes, it's taken some wear. We have a knot hole right here, but other than that, it feels flat, it feels straight, and once this is protected, and you can see the difference. You know, when you look at the wear here, I mean, it did rain yesterday, but still, you know, there is going to be more damage as time goes on. And now over here where it's been protected, notice you have more gap in between the boards. Not that that matters, but that tells you that these boards over here are swelled up. So they're going to dry out. Eventually we can prime and paint them, but not until this roof is all on. It's not going to be as nice for a tree, but you know, there's other options for that too. Maybe over on the stone patio, which will be over here, because you'll walk right down here. The steps will be here, or the steps could be over here. You know, I don't know. We'll figure that one out. Whatever works best. You know, maybe this would be a nice corner for a table. I don't know. Amy will have some input on that, so we'll cross that bridge later. But right here, it's not nice. As soon as it snows, the weather, it's just not good. We'll have to rethink how we're lighting it, but that's okay. We can do that too. I mean, we will use the solar. I do like the solar a lot, but there's ways we can get sun on them and still have the light coming in. Okay, so it's a great deck. It is going to cut down on the light to the kitchen. It's kind of too bad, but again, you can't have, you know, sometimes you have to sacrifice one thing to get another. I think overall, it's going to be a huge improvement. So this is going to now become first priority, and it's going to stay first priority until the roof is over this deck. Because once I tear all this out, it's just not going to look good, and plus, it's not going to be, it'll be much nicer once it's all in place. I've been setting aside lumber, salvaging lumber, nails, and I'm quite confident I have enough to do this whole job now. And probably more, but let's get started. Let's see how this is going to come apart. And let's see what we run into with this eaves trough and the edge of the roof. You know, we got to do some work up there to get this tied in so we don't have water coming down here. And it is a challenge. Whenever you hook one roof into another, it's a challenge. Okay, nice cloud cover day. Leaves are coming out. It's about May 10th, approximately, maybe 11th, I'm not sure. But let's get going.